In this video, we're going to show you how you prepare for a showing in the regional MLS using Flex MLS. So we're going to go up here to your Flex main screen and type in the address 1335 Pinckney Road, and it should auto-populate. It's right here. Boom. So it will pull up, and it's pretty simple. You've got the MLS sheet and information here. You've got documents here. The first thing you're going to want to do is just hit print to print the MLS sheets. You're always going to want to print both the public and the private reports, okay? So you'll just hit PDF and give it a chance to load. Then you'll just come to your documents wherever you have it on your computer and open up the listings file if it doesn't just pop up on your screen. And then you can print from there. And here's the reason why you print both, because you want the agent copy, which has agent remarks, and then you want the public copy, which is what you give just to your folks that does not have the agent remarks on it. So you'll see there are two copies here. Now, in this one in particular, there aren't any agent remarks. You can see this is the public copy. It's got your information on it. This is the agent copy. If there were agent remarks, it would be here. In this instance, there's not, so this isn't the best example, but just so you know, you're going to want to print the public and the private version. That way you have the public copy to give to your client, which you always do, and then you keep the private one with the agent remarks if they were included in this situation, but you're still going to keep this one. So you have a record of all of the properties that you've shown to your clients in your folder, what you're going to want to track just to keep up with, so you can always revisit that. So that's the first thing, is to print the MLS sheets. Then we're going to go back to the listing and go to documents. And you're going to want to print, at the very least, the residential property disclosure. Now, the mineral oil and gas rights, if there's no issue, and you can click and see really quickly, no representation, no representation, no, 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 no. That's what we hope to see. So you don't necessarily need to take that. You can if you'd like, especially if it's a first showing, just so they are familiar with the document. But you're definitely going to want to print the residential property disclosure, because you want to be able to tell them information that's in here. When was the home built? When was the roof installed? How old is the HVAC? What's the plumbing type? Is it septic? Is it community sewer? Are there any things where they say yes, which there are issues? So this one, for example, is in a flood area. Make sure you point that out. It's going to impact the type of insurance they need. Is it a private road? That can be an issue for some lenders. So make sure that there's a private road agreement, or see before you make an offer if their lender's going to need one. If there's an HOA, there'll be information on here. This one does not have an HOA. So you're always going to want to print and take this so you can tell your client everything you can about the property. Remember, our goal is to give our clients the information they need to make an informed decision, right? They can't do that if we don't bring them the information. So make sure you take this with you to every showing. Now, restrictions, these are the HOA documents. Sometimes these are really long. I won't print them, but I'll download them and send it to them if they're very interested in the property, so they have a chance to look at it first, save it in your loop. In this instance, you probably could or couldn't. It's only 2 pages, just as an FYI. And then this one does have a road maintenance agreement, which is good. It's already in place. So you would probably want to go ahead and take this so you can let your folks know. Now, this is going to be different. The documentation, the specifics of it are going to be different for every showing. But what you need to understand is, for every showing, you need to print the MLS sheets, the public version, which you give your client, and the private version with the agent remarks, which you keep. You can share the information on there. You just don't physically give them the copy with the agent remarks. And then the mineral oil and gas rights, make your own call. It's only 1 page, doesn't hurt to print. Always the property owner disclosure. If there are restrictions or road maintenance or other type agreements, sometimes there'll be a septic plat or there'll be a survey. The more information you can share with your client, the better, because here's the deal. You want them to feel good about everything and not have unanswered questions when you leave the house. You want them to have all those answers then, as much as possible. And the best way to do that is to bring the information. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's how you prepare for a showing. The other thing you're going to do is bring a CMA. but we'll do that in a separate step. So don't forget MLS sheets, disclosures, CMA, and that's how you prepare for a showing.